Hello, I'm Richard Haynes and welcome to my latest video on the merchandise related to Cosgrove Hall's The Wind and the Willows. So quite a major one today because, as you can see, we're looking at the videos. These are the UK videos, and I'm actually going to focus on the original releases. So that's basically what I mean are the videos in this style with this kind of lettering here and very consistent style in the original run of video releases. So there are quite a few stories for me to talk about along the way here because I guess out of everything, the videos, you could argue, are the most special. You know, it's the way I originally was released to the series. I mean, I do remember it vaguely when it was originally broadcast, but the videos, of course, were the way of kind of seeing many more episodes and really getting familiar with the series. And the one you see in front of me is probably my most treasured one because it is the original film. And this was given to me by my nan. Very happy memories there. It actually began before that when we rented the video from a rental shop in Bush Fair in my hometown, a shopping centre. And I remember very vividly going into that video shop one day with my mum, and we were looking just for a video to rent, a film, and then we saw this one, and I wasn't as taken with it as my mum was, and it's because my nan mentioned The Wind and the Willows. I don't think she was aware of a film, but she said the story is lovely and see if there's a film version. She was a bit disturbed that I was into what she thought were violent programmes like the A-Team. You look at that now and it's not actually violent really, is it? But yeah, so that was my introduction to it. So I vividly remember this yellow cover, and I was spellbound when I first watched that, and disappointed of course when we had to return the video to the rental shop. And then since then I was so so wanted that video myself, to own it, and eventually my nan contacted Thames Video and ordered it for me for my birthday. I can't remember how old I was, must have been about, I don't know, 7 or 8, something like that. But yeah, maybe a bit, well, probably about that age, maybe slightly old, I don't know. But yeah, this is the actual copy I got, and I was so thrilled when I got that for my birthday, and I watched it all the way through again. The one scene that really stood out for me was the open road scene with that canary-coloured caravan, the yellow caravan. Maybe part of that is because I associated the colour of the caravan with the colour of the video. I don't know, but that always stuck out for me, and yeah, people who know me will know how much that meant to me. I even ended up doing a whole master's degree centred around the caravan. That's how much it meant to me. And so yeah, very, very special. What I will point out is it might feel like I'm doing these a little bit early because, like I said before, I'm trying to do the videos in chronological order. This video was actually brought out in 1986, so 3 years after the original release. However, there were 2 previous releases of this. So there we go. This is the earliest release of the film, and I reckon that this was the one we had in that rental shop. I reckon it predated 1986, and this one, there's no actual packaging design year on it. It does say copyright 1983 for the film, and that's it. So VHS, of course, started in the early 80s, very early 80s, so I reckon that was released maybe not as early as 83, maybe 84. And what's really interesting is it predates video classification. So we've got the universal symbol on there, the old style, so a more narrow triangle. Same with this one as well. But this one has no universal certification at all. So when I saw this on eBay, I was so intrigued by it, I had to get it, or bid for it anyway. So I'm very pleased to own that. I truly believe that was the actual one I saw in that rental shop. It just seemed to make sense for me, and I remember so vividly the yellow picture. There's no video collection logo or any of that. Just a nice bigger picture as a result. So yeah, so in many ways this is special to me because this began the story for me with the videos, and then of course it led to this one. This is just the anomaly for me, but really pleased to own those, and really hard to find. This is probably the most common, I guess, but if you're looking to collect all the video releases, do look out for these. This does seem to be the rarest. I'll just open the video inside. And it's really nice that you've got a yellow label on the video as well, which is really unusual. The others are just white, as you can see there. So just standard white labels, got the video collection logo, a little bit different, but nothing too fancy there. But this one, interestingly, you've got the newer style certification, and this is the original video that I had for my birthday all those years ago. So there you go. Okay, so the next video I've got here is Winter Tales. So I'm doing these in order of their release. So yeah, this was the first video released in the UK with episodes from the series, and this is my original copy since childhood, and you can see how worn the label is all the way around, particularly around the back as well. It's not the original case I had, because that broke many years back, but it is the original video and sleeve. This means loads to me as well. I think I'm 99% sure that I got this one before I actually got the film. So I had this for a while, and I became very familiar with the episodes on this. Then I got the film a little bit later. So I think I discovered the film first, then was given this video, and then owned the film a little bit after this. That's my memory of the order of events. But yeah, Winter Tales is one of the most classic releases, released multiple times over the years. And of course the episodes are the Yuletide Entertainment, Winter Sports and the Rescue. Yuletide Entertainment was episode 13, so the last one from series 1, and then Winter Sports was the first episode of series 2, Rescue, not long after that, in series 2 as well. So yeah, it says here Cosgrove Productions 1986, so I assume that's when it was released on video. Lovely pictures from all the episodes here, and what I loved was with all these releases were the fact that you always got images from the actual episodes that you have on the video. In my humble opinion, that got a bit lazy in later years when we got to things like DVD releases. You would tend to get pictures from episodes not on those videos, or just photos that didn't make sense. But that's what I love about these. And nice simple style with light blue. You've got the holly here, so suggesting it's a very Christmassy video, which it is. So lovely release. I adore this video. Have done for many years, and yeah, will always treasure it. So here we have a very rare release, a double video that was brought out not too long after those other two videos. This is basically a double pack of those two other videos, the original film and Winter Tales. And I was so surprised when I found this on eBay. I've had it quite a few years now, but yeah, I was never aware of them in the original years when these were released. As you can see at the top there, it says this box contains 2 video cassettes, VC1048 and TV9916. So they're the original catalogue numbers of those videos. And the number of this, as it says on the side there, is DP2112. So I assume DP stands for double pack. It's got here copyright 1983 and then copyright 1986 for the videos, but it does actually say 1987 packaging design. So we're into 1987 now for these releases, but we've still got the old style universal certificate on there. But yeah, we've got this very colourful video label on the top there, and I'm really pleased with the condition with this. I'll just open the pack, and you can see there that the videos fit very snugly in there. We've actually got the video collection logo embossed on the inside there, and I love it when you see that. That just confirms it's authentic. It's the original box there, and we've got here the white video collection style label for the film there, and here we've got the first of the Thames video collection labels there with the Thames video logo on the top there and the blue strip, and that was the case with my Winter Tales video as well. So yeah, like I say, very rare this double pack. Do look out for it if you'd like to add it to your collection, but I haven't seen it come up often, so yeah, hard to find, but yeah, happy hunting. Okay, next up then is Summer Escapades. So we already had Winter Tales release, so it was inevitable that they'll do the other seasons. So the first of those was Summer Escapades. This video I didn't have in my childhood years. I got it much later, and it's strange. I remember I wanted it. I was aware of it. I knew it was out there, and I really wanted it for many years. And between my brother and I, we got the other seasonal videos, and for some reason never got this. We never tracked it down. Never seemed to see it at the shops. We never saw it at boot sales and second-hand shops and things. And it wasn't until many years later I did see it on a market stall in my hometown, and they had lots of Wind in the Willows videos. And would you believe I didn't buy it? I know, strange, eh? The only reason was I wasn't that into Wind in the Willows at that point. I was a teenager. I guess you could say I grew out of it a bit, and I wasn't that bothered. But I remember standing there for a long time and contemplating buying it and thinking, I've been after this video for so many years, I should get it. And I just didn't. And I was just like going back and forth. And in the end, I decided not to. And I was crazy. And then I sort of got into Wind in the Willows again when Channel 5 started repeating the series, fell in love with it again. And I regretted then not getting that video. And obviously, I managed to see the episodes eventually, and I saw them on Channel 5 before I got this video, and then eventually found it. I think it was another second-hand video shop, and jumped at the chance when I eventually saw it. And this copy is in lovely condition. We've got the original black case there, so the videos typically came in black cases back then, and lovely a video to have. I like the kind of orangey yellowy, very sunny look to it. And we've got the slightly newer version of the Universal certification there. And the episodes on this video, I'm sure you know, but they are Toad Photographer, The Great Golfing Gamble, and The Grand Annual Show. So the first two episodes are from Series 2, and the Grand Annual Show is from Series 1. And it says on about 1987, so that's when this video was released. So lovely pictures again from all the episodes there. And inside, again, very authentic video case there. We've got the Video Collection logo embossed there, and the Thames Video Collection label on the video there. Okay, the next one is probably one of the rarest videos you can find. This was one that was never re-released. So this was just a one-off, Masquerade. When I saw this many years back, again, this was in a second-hand video shop, I just couldn't believe it. I thought, wow, I've never seen this before. I wasn't aware of it, and I was so excited by the video descriptions of the episodes. So it's, as you can see, a nice sort of pink colour. And interestingly, this was released before the other seasonal videos. We've still got the old style, well, newer old style Universal certificate there. And the episodes on it are A Producer's Lot, Winter Haunts, and Fancy Dress. So we've got 2 episodes there from Series 3, and Fancy Dress was the last episode from Series 2. And like the last one, we've got 1987 as the year on the back. But yeah, when I got this video, I started reading about the synopses of the episodes, and I was particularly excited by the mention of the Pirates of Penzance, because I actually am very familiar with Gilbert and Sullivan. I've performed on stage in various Gilbert and Sullivan operettas, and to see that being merged into the Wind in the Willows was quite exciting. Of course, we saw Toad trying to perform, or intending to perform, some Gilbert and Sullivan in the Yuletide Entertainment, but I was never aware that there were other episodes centred around it. I can't remember the year I would have discovered this. It was certainly before Channel 5 repeated the series, so seeing these episodes of this video was the first time for me. So really interesting video. Like I say, it's hard to find. It does pop up every now and then, so do look out on eBay and other places, I was just amazed when I found that. And I remember my family with me at the time. I remember my nan was with me, and it was nice just for her to be around to witness me getting more videos and to see how much I still love this since she got me the original film. So yeah, this, as you can see, is like a clear case. I don't think it's the original one, but it is the one that came with it. But inside we do have the Thames Video logo label as well. Okay, so there was in fact one final video release before Thames Video released the other seasonal videos, and that was this second double pack. Not quite as rare as the other one. It does pop up a fair bit actually on eBay, and there are others out there that would be better condition than my one. I've got a bit of a stain on the case there, but yeah, this is a lovely pack. this again is a release that was never repeated. So some of these episodes were re-released on different videos, but we never got this actual release again. And as it says, 2 previously unreleased videos, and you might say 2 unreleased videos in the future, and they are The Enthusiastic Mr. Toad and Oh Toad. So very Toad-centred episodes. Well, let's face it, most of the series are, aren't they? So yeah, you can see there's a lot of wear on my copy, but yeah, lovely double pack that this was. Would have been wonderful to have found at the time. I remember finding this again many years later. It was on the same market where I saw that Summer Escapades video, just a different occasion, and this is one where I jumped at the chance. For the Enthusiastic Mr. Toad, we've got Mercury of the Motorbicycle, Mr. Toad's Telephone, and Toad Astronomer. And on the Oh Toad video, we have Caught in a Maze, Master Chef, and Champion of the Green Bays. Wonderful collection of episodes, all of them from Series 3. So quite a bumper pack from the 3rd series there. And then, as you can see, 1987, this was released as well. We can see the old style Universal certification as well. So yeah, lovely pack there. And inside, just like the other double pack, we've got the video collection logo embossed there, and we've got 2 standard sort of Thames video collection labels on the videos there. Okay, there we now move to 1988 when Spring Follies was first released. So this of course continues the theme of seasonal videos, and this is a special one because we've had this since childhood. It actually belonged to my brother, and I'm pleased to say he eventually let me have it. He's not as into this as me, but he does still adore it, and he has happy memories. And I remember very well, I had Winter Tales and I think the film by this point, and then he acquired this one, so he was given this as a gift. So this was always his video, and my gosh, it's a classic video, isn't it? Been re-released many times over the years. Lovely green colour. I love the way they just chose really bold colours that suited the seasons. And these lovely little illustrations that you got in each one. We saw on the Masquerade one, we actually had a mask. Winter Tales, we had the holly there. This one we got butterflies, really nice. We have now got the more familiar certification there of you with the BBFC sort of written multiple times in the background there. And the episodes on this, of course, are The Great Steamer, Paper Chase, and Mayday. So quite a spread for the series there. Great Steamer's from Series 1, Paper Chase from Series 3, and Mayday from Series 2. So yeah, a bit of a mix. And fans will know that in later years Paper Chase was replaced with The Lost River for a reason that I'll come to in a later video. But this is another absolute classic video. Yeah, I adore the episodes on here, and this is our original copy, like I say, so it's a little bit worn, a little bit tatty, but you know, treasured for years, and it had multiple viewings just like the other ones. So yeah, inside there we can see just the standard Thames Video Collection label on the video there. This is a clear case, and I believe this is the original case that came with it, so no video collection embossed or anything. But yeah, I think this is 1988. Around then was when they started doing these clearer cases. And of course, you guessed it, the next video, of course, Autumn Antiques, which completes the collection of seasonal videos. This is one that I remember getting vividly. This isn't my original copy, because for whatever reason my original copy got completely, not destroyed, I think I've still got the actual cassette somewhere, but the sleeve and the case got completely battered. I can't remember why. So I managed to find one in much better condition years later. But this one, my vivid memory is finding it at a car boot sale. It was the first time I'd ever seen it. I guess I would have been aware that they'd done an autumn video and the summer one. But at that time, I believe we only had the film and Winter Tales and Spring Follies. So seeing this as a child on a boot sale, you can imagine my excitement. Really pleased to find it. And I remember my nan being around as well at this point, so that's exciting. It was my birthday. Again, I couldn't tell you which year, but I remember so excited about watching this on my birthday. My nan was there, and that was just a lovely memory. So we do have again the standard sort of very colourful style. orange, of course, which suits autumn, of course, and we've got a little illustration of fallen leaves there, which I really love. And of course the episodes on this are The Harvest, Monster of the Wildwood, and Remember Remember. So this is the first time we actually get episodes from Series 4. The Harvest, of course, is from Series 2, but the other two, Series 4. So we're kind of, if we're not familiar with the Series 4 on TV, this is where we're introduced to the railway problem, which of course was the running theme in Series 4. So yeah, it says there 1988. So wonderful release, a must-have, of course, an absolute classic one. Inside, as you can see, the usual sort of label on there, and a clear case. Although I do believe the original one I had a black case, so maybe some releases had black cases then as well. So there we have it, Autumn Antiques. Okay, next up will be a familiar one to many people. This is quite a common episode, pops up a fair bit. And as you can see, it's a cardboard sleeve because it was one of those watch with and play video packs. So it's entitled School Days, but it says this video cassette also contains hot air, so just 2 episodes rather than the standard 3. And this basically came with a colouring book and some pens, and they did a whole series of this Thames video for various children's series, some of them Cosgrove Hall, some not. And it's a lovely little video, and I have many memories of this. This isn't an original copy. I actually didn't have it as a child. I remember borrowing it from a friend, and we borrowed it a couple of times, and always hated returning it. We always wanted our own copy. So I finally found one years later, and this one's in really nice condition actually. We've got lovely picture of hot air on the back there, which of course is from Series 4, so continuing some Series 4 episodes being released there, and School Days of course is from Series 3. 2 classic episodes, really nice release, and this was 1988 as well. But the interesting thing with this is you can see here we've got a black cassette there, but also there was a red cassette. How bizarre is that? I couldn't believe that when I found it on eBay. I thought, wow, there was a red version of the video, and it was a good price, and I thought, well, I'll get that to add to my collection. But that's not all. There was a blue one as well. Yeah, a blue video, there we go. So my copy, as you can see, is scribbled on, not the best condition, but I had to jump at that as well, just to get a black, a red and a blue. I know it's crazy, but there you go. That's what we collectors do, especially when the price is good. But yeah, no other difference whatsoever between these, just the fact that the cassettes themselves are different colours. So it's quite nice to have all 3 there. Now, in addition, I'm very, very pleased to own this. This is very rare. As you can see, this is the original pack with the colouring book. Pens have long gone, but we have the colouring book there, and I could hardly believe it when I found this on eBay not too long ago, about a year and a half or so ago. Video, as you can see, is in fantastic condition. The packaging itself has seen better days, a little bit worn, but I was most excited to see the colouring book. Now, I remember these videos being available back in the day. I remember them on the shelves. I remember all the different options for the various series that you could get. And I've seen a few others. Occasionally when I have a search, I find a few others in their packs like this, but never ever seen a Wind in the Willows one before this one that I got or after. So yeah, super rare. Don't know if you'll ever find one of these, but fantastic if you do seize it, because it's a lovely item to have. It just makes you wonder how many of these are still around and still intact. This is great because on the back of the colouring book you can see we have all the other series that they did, and some of these I remember vividly. There's Button Moon, Dogtanian, there's Wind in the Willows there of course, Cinderella, Sooty, He-Man, Thundercats, Danger Mouse, Snow White, The Flintstones and Rainbow. So like I said before, many of those are Cosgrove Hall productions. Well, not many actually, only 2, isn't it? But they're all sort of under the video collection banner, and some of them are Thames programmes like Rainbow and Sooty and so on. But really nice. Let's have a little look at the colouring book. So yeah, it's not sealed, so that's why I'm happy to open the colouring book. Lovely condition. Unfortunately, it has been coloured in a little bit in places, as you can see on the first page there. So that was disappointing, but it's probably the only one I'm ever going to find, to be honest. But these illustrations are here are absolutely gorgeous. I read up about about it at one point. There was this artist who was commissioned to do the illustrations for all of these videos, the whole series, and look at that. I mean, look at this, the quality of these images, absolutely fantastic. He was basically given videos of the series to draw from, and that's what he did. He just paused on various scenes and did just some illustrations in the style of the series. The Wind of the Willows is probably one of the most challenging just because of how realistic it is, but aren't they gorgeous? They're absolutely beautiful. You know, at first I thought they were just literally almost traced from the series, which maybe they were, but I don't know. I think some of these I can tell that they're not actually directly from the series. He's done sort of his own take on them. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous, and I have done little photocopies of them for time's sake, so that my children can do their own little colouring in as well of them, because I don't want anyone to colour in anymore on this copy, that's for sure. Okay then, so moving on to the next standard video release, which was The Further Adventures of Toad. And I wasn't aware of this till many years after it was available. I never came across it. I think it wasn't until eBay. I discovered it on eBay, and I was excited to find it. I just wasn't aware. It's from, as you can see there, it's from 1989, so a little bit later there. And we do actually have the very first episode of the series on here, The Further Adventures of Toad, along with Patient Toad and Fire at Toad Hall. Okay, so Patient Toad is from Series 2, Fire at Toad Hall from Series 3. So a bit of a range there. And we got the usual sort of standard colourful packaging there, nice light blue. We've got no illustration this time. Maybe they just couldn't come up with one for this anomaly. It's a bit of an anomaly because it hasn't got a theme as such, apart from they're centred around Toad, so a little bit like that double pack, episodes just centred around him, but a lovely release, very smart looking, fits in beautifully with all the others. I mean, they do line up beautifully with that video collection logo, but like I say, just got it late on. Now there is something really odd with this release. As you can see, I've got another one next to it here, and this amazed me when I found it. Look at the difference. The picture in the middle is different, and that's because one of the episodes is different. So on this release, rather than Patient Toad, we have the Storm, and some of the pictures are replaced. So we can see there's a picture from Patient Toad there, replaced with a picture from the Storm there. And if we go back to the front again, that big picture in the middle is of course from the Storm, and the one in the middle there is from Patient Toad. So the others there from Fire at Toad Hall, so they're still intact. So I don't know what the story is behind this. I suspect that this was released first, and then they changed it to this release. I really don't know. It could have something to do with the fact that the Patient Toad was also released on another video at a different point, not under the Thames banner or label, but yeah, it was released. I don't believe the Storm was, unless I got that completely wrong. So maybe this one came first and then they went to that. I don't know. This one seems more it just seems more right. You know, the episodes they chose seems to fit in with the theme of Toad, because Patient Toad is very centred around Toad, and the Storm isn't. The Storm's more of I would say, a Ratty episode, because of course Ratty gets lost in the wild wood and Mole comes and rescues him. Or you could say it's a Badger episode because it's Badger's birthday, or a Mole episode because it's Mole who rescues Ratty. Toad is the least kind of prominent character in that episode. So, but I don't know. I don't know what the story is. If anyone can shed any light on it, please do. But I'm very happy to own both. I suspect one is much rarer than the other. And, well, neither of them come up that often, but on eBay, so I don't know. I don't know which is the rare of the two. I'd probably say this one. Who knows? But like I say, really happy to have them both. Okay, so we're moving on now to another one that I had in my childhood. And there's a lovely story behind this one. I remember vividly the day I got this video. We were out shopping with my mum, as we were occasionally, and my brother. Or I think my brother was with us. And I remember my mum saying, "Okay, you can have a video. We can buy a video," which was always a treat to buy a video, because they were pretty pricey. They don't seem pricey now, but back then they really were. It's one of the things that home video has gone the opposite way with inflation, I have to say. We've got the original label on here, as you can see, only $7.99, which was always a very familiar label to me. It was always on the Wind and the Willows videos, and $7.99 doesn't seem a lot now, but back then, gosh, that was a lot of money, really. Certainly to me as a child, in terms of trying to save that up in pocket money, would have taken some time. So yeah, we were in, I remember it was a W.H. Smith store in my hometown, which is still there. And every time I go in this shop, I always remember this memory. I remember seeing this video and another one, which I'll show you in a moment, and I was torn, which one do I get? In the end, I chose this one because I remember seeing A Tale of Two Toads on TV. It was broadcast around Christmas time, 1989, and I remember thinking it was so good, so much fun, and I was just excited by the idea of seeing it again and owning it. Of course, we've got the usual kind of packaging there. It somehow looks really smart. I just remember this when it was brand new, and every time I look at this, that memory just comes flooding back to me. How it just felt, so new and refreshing at the time. It just felt like a brand new feel for the Wind and the Willows, which it was. I still think A Tale of Two Toads, in my opinion, is the pinnacle of the whole series. Superb animation, superb storytelling, everything about it marvellous. So yeah, we've got some lovely images all the way through there. We can see there 1989. It's when it was made. It was when it was also released. So released as soon as, well, possibly slightly before it was broadcast. So this is probably around 1990 that I actually got this video. So yeah, a little synopsis on the back there. Lovely release there, and it says there, A Wind in the Willows special feature, which is great. So this was the other Wind in the Willows video on the shelf at W.H. Smith at the time. So I was trying to decide between these two which one to get. So yeah, like I say, in the end I went for this one. The Oh Mr. Toad video I eventually got years later. I remember it was available in a video shop that kind of temporarily opened, along with those old releases of Spring Follies and Autumn Antiques. So this is a great release. All 3 episodes, of course, from the final series, the Oh Mr. Toad series, and we have Oarsman Toad, Midsummer Night's Disaster, and The Complete Bungler. And it's an interesting release because you can see it's still got the Wind in the Willows logo on there, or the title, and then Oh Mr. Toad, which was actually the title of the 5th series in the UK. Of course, later on, internationally, it was just simply re-released as Series 5 of the Wind in the Willows. But yeah, it's interesting to kind of that they had both on there. But yeah, it's continuing with the theme, isn't it? We've got a nice bright yellow here, and it's the last video where we had the video collection logo. It was the last one. So yeah, really great release. I was happy to have it eventually. Inside here we've got, as you can see, a different label there. We've got VCI, which is actually stands for Video Collection International, which is interesting. We don't have anything like that on the cover, but the label was like that, whereas the Tale of Two Toads one is just the standard Thames Video label there. Okay, then we move on to a video that I was so keen to get and didn't get it at the time. So this was on another occasion where we were out shopping with my mum, and this was a time where she didn't let me get a Wind in the Willows video. I'm not trying to make my mum out to be mean. She is by no means a mean person, but you couldn't always have everything you wanted, of course, as a child. I pleaded well, I was desperate, please, can we get this video? But she kept saying no. And you know why, you can't always let you have kids have everything. But sadly, the opportunity went, and it was available for a time. I remember I saw it in a Boots store. I was so excited by the videos on this. As you can see, it's a bumper special, which meant 5 episodes as opposed to the usual 3. So I was so excited by the thought of 5 episodes. But yeah, the opportunity passed. But eventually, of course, I did get it. Many years later, while I was doing my A-levels, actually, I went into a video store. I remember it was an HMV, I think, or maybe a Virgin mega store. When was it? Around 1998, something like that. and it was a trip for my A-level English that I was doing. I can't quite remember what the trip was about, but I just remember going into this shop, and I could hardly believe it because it was long deleted, and yet they seemed to have a copy of it. So yeah, I was amazed when I saw it, and yeah, seized the opportunity. So the episodes on this are all from series 5. So we've got Mr. Toad of the Thames, Toad in Motion, Piano Roll Toad, Gypsy Toad, and Toad in Love. And Toad in Love is the one I was always really intrigued about when I saw this listed on here all those years ago. So yeah, really glad to get this. Super excited when I got it, and this of course just about predates the Channel 5 repeats when I got this video. So yes, I was very glad to get it. Inside we've got the more sort of white label there. We've got the video collection logo on there still, even though it's not anywhere on the side, although it is on the back there, as you can see. And they did Thames Video did a few bumper specials for various series like Sooty, Rainbow I believe, and various others. So it continues with that theme. They did a Duckula one as well, actually. But yeah, no mention of Oh Mr. Toad, even though these episodes are from the Oh Mr. Toad series, but nevertheless, lovely video to get. Now, the other thing I remember about this video, when I originally saw it in that video store, was that there was an offer to get a calendar. So this one is the one I got years later, and you can see that offer isn't anywhere on there. But this one, which I got on eBay much later, you can see the sticker is on it. And this is the reason I got it from eBay, because I was so hoping to own a copy that had all this original material. So you can see here it says special offer, Wind in the Willows calendar. See inside for details. Offer closes 31st of the 1st, 91. So we certainly missed the chance there. And on the top we've got this similar sticker. See if I can focus this. So you see there, special offer, Wind in the Willows calendar, same details there. And then inside we have all the details there. So it actually says, with a brightly coloured, well, at the top it actually says Wind in the Willows 1991 calendar, only £1.25 including post and packaging. With a brightly coloured cutout picture of Wind in the Willows and a full 1991 calendar, this is the ideal decoration for any child's room. This fabulously fun character calendar is exclusive to the video collection and is available for only £1.25 including postage and packaging. To receive your special 1991 Wind in the Willows calendar, simply complete the application form below and send together with your cheque or postal order to Video Collection Calendar Offer, Strand, VCI House, Caxton Way, Watford, Herts, WD1 8UF. So, yes, I wish I'd done that back in the day. Again, if we'd got that video all those years ago, we could have got that calendar in the end. But okay, my final video then in this video is this one. This was a WH Smith exclusive. So remember I mentioned I went into a UK WH Smith store when I picked up A Tale of Two Toads all those years ago, and this was picked up from the same store a little later. But this is a bit of an anomaly because, as it says, it is an exclusive to WH Smith. It's still a Thames Video release, but we've got a packaging that's a little bit different. We've got the same sort of lettering for the Wind in the Willows there, and it's Happy Birthday and Other Stories. It's got a children's logo at the top there, which we've actually coloured over in felt pen. I think I did that because it annoyed me years ago. Weird things we do. But we got the $7.99 sticky label there. Lovely picture from the episode Happy Birthday. And all episodes are from Series 5. So Happy Birthday, A Toad in Time, and Filmmaker. This is a special video to me because this was actually owned by my brother, and I vividly remember the day he got it because I also got a Wind in the Willows video the same day. Another shopping trip with my mum, and that was a day where she was feeling extra generous and allowed us a video each. How exciting was that? So yeah, my brother got his from WH Smith. I got mine from a video shop just across the way from WH Smith, no longer there, but they had a couple of videos there, and I will review that in my next video on videos. I want to kind of end it here because this is the last one that features this this lettering here, and this lettering I don't mind it. At the time though, as a child, it bothered me a little bit that it wasn't the original lettering as seen as the episodes. I guess you could argue this is a bit more legible. You can read it a bit more easily, and that's probably the reason they went for it. But in future releases, certainly from sort of 1993 onwards, they started using the original lettering, the original font, which I really liked that. So lovely video. You can see here 1991. So the video that I got on the same day is actually dated 1992. So even though we got them the same day and they're the same price each. Lovely video, lovely pictures. All of the pictures are actually from Happy Birthday. But there you go. They didn't feature pictures from the other episodes. But it's another video that features Oh Mr. Toad episodes without a mention of the Oh Mr. Toad series. So it was, apart from when it was originally broadcast, it was at this stage even widely regarded as Series 5. But if you think of all the Oh Mr. Toad episodes that were released in the UK, it is most of them. We had 5 on the bumper special, 3 here, 3 on the Oh Mr. Toad video, which of course is 11 episodes. So the only 2 that never saw a video release in the UK, or I believe anywhere in the world, they were Hip Hip Soiree and The Chief's Return. So those 2, I never saw them until the Channel 5 broadcasts, and of course they were eventually released on the complete collection on DVD. So there you have it. That's the original run of UK releases, well, certainly up until 1991. It's quite a collection, isn't it? They look so good together. You know, when you line up all of these videos, we've got the video collection logo all along there, and I remember my brother and I loved it when we got a new one, and we were just adding to that. And of course we had a few other video collection videos as well, a couple of He-Mans and various others. So but they do look lovely together. They're all so colourful, and they are special to me, many of them, and lots of stories there. We've got a few anomalies along the way, and the double packs are great. We've got the various versions of the School Days video and the package one there. So I'm very pleased to own these, very proud to own them. So the reason I've sort of cut off at this point is because the next video will be from 1992, and that's where the packaging drastically started changing. There were a couple of videos in 92, Lord Toad and Other Stories, and The Labyrinth and Other Stories. Lord Toad is the one that I got the same time that my brother got the Happy Birthday video. So there were those 2, and then in 1993 onwards we started getting re-releases of some of these videos, but with totally new packaging, and you could argue nicer packaging in many ways. But in any case, these are absolutely lovely. Like I say, I do treasure them, and I hope you enjoy the video. So as always, please, if you haven't already, do subscribe, comment, leave any feedback, like, all the usual things. Ring the bell so you get notified of future videos. I am doing these weekly, so next week we will cover something, another theme, another type of merchandise. I'm not going to do any more videos for a while. I'm just going to look at other products that were released in the 80s before we get to the 90s. Alright, thanks a lot everyone, all the best, take care, and I'll see you soon.